Hello, and welcome to Bird Cookbook Party, an original Pathfinder campaign set in a unique fantasy world, where 4 heroes of varying skills, attractiveness, and stupidity race against time to prevent a war. I'm Jenna Stoeber, and I play
Astra, the fey adult half-elf oracle who is exactly who she says she is.
And I'm joined by
Andrew Hansen, playing Johnny Brightchild, a hot and sunny Ifrit Resort Spa paladin, eager to help and flex.
Caitlin Stayduhar playing Patty Hertz, a ratfolk ranger dandy with a nose for gossip and cheese.
Paul Luetkemeyer playing Zelf, an elven battle chef carving a name for himself in the high-stakes world of magical cooking.
And we're, of course, led today and for the rest of all time by our illustrious and fresh-faced GM and world builder, Justin Green. Justin, how are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling silly because today is, of course, our hat episode where we're all wearing our funny hats.
Oh, you brought a silly hat too?
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it.
How exciting!
I'm reading Justin's silly hat right now, and it's probably the funniest thing I've ever read. It is so funny.
I find the colors on Paul's hat to be very pleasing.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
It's just enough.
Soothing.
There's another hat under this silly hat that I'll reveal later.
Whoa!
Overachiever.
Get ready for a surprise.
I can't wait for us to all see that with our eyes in this video format that we're definitely using.
Who are we taking shots at right now? No, never mind.
Anybody in the way, Paul. Anybody who's lined up.
Everyone with eyes. We are an audio-only medium. We're all about ears. Our allies are the mouths.
Back at the Animal Sanctuary, the remaining 3 members of Johnny's squad have gone about getting ready for their dinner party. They have pushed together 2 picnic tables and set it with a tablecloth and fancy silverware to Zelf's standards. But the more time that passes, it's starting to become very clear that both Zelf and Manny are no longer on the premises. The concession stand, Patty, that you had set them up to work in has been all but abandoned, it seems, midway through their pasta prep. And now your guests of honor are arriving, coming back. In addition to Abraham and Nieven, we have their squad mates Glorihan and Caeda. And also, a new face has arrived as promised, and that is Adrienne Mistmourn. Mistmourn, we know, is a very powerful witch. She could have been the Erosion Archmage if she wanted, but she turned it down. She's an Undine, so where Ifrits are descendants of fire genies, Undines are descendant of water genies. So where Johnny has orange skin, she has blue, and she has dark purple hair. She comes off a little cold and strict, but knowing her as a Shadowend commander, you recognize that she's actually quite kind. But her squad is introducing her to them for the first time, as strictly their mentor.
I'm going to be watching the interaction of this group and Mistmourne very closely. I want to see evidence that Shadowend exists.
Yeah.
In some sort of underground state. I'm going to keep my eye out for insignias, patches, handshakes, secret words, anything I think is some form of subterfuge, Justin. I've got my eyes peeled.
Do you want to make like a general perception check for the dinner party?
Yes. I'm here to perceive. I got an 11.
Zelf was making the dinner and he bailed?
Yeah. For like hours, I think.
That's just kind of how our dinner parties go, right? Like, that's hard.
Wow.
Normally, the dinner part of the dinner party's good.
Jenna, do you have anything to re-roll that?
Wow, Paul, you don't think an 11's going to cut it, bud?
You're not even here, Paul.
You're not even here. You left.
I'm in the jungle.
No, I will re-roll because I should have. It's a once per day action to re-roll, so probably not doing anything else worthwhile today, right?
Oh, why would you?
Probably not.
Just save it. No,
Why
you should
would you
save
say
it.
that out loud?
I think Zelf is going to cast a ritual.
Well,
If he shows up.
I rolled a 19 for a 24, and I'm not going to help with the ritual. Probably. Well, I guess I'm our other magic user, huh? Well, that's fine. I'll just do good at my other rolls.
Yeah, 24 is great. I'll let you keep that for the evening
Great.
as things unravel.
What?
How dare you choose that word of all words just in game? Things have not yet even begun to ravel. How can they unravel?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Paul. That's where I'm at. I'm like, was there raveling that I was unaware of?
Patty, I'm going to keep my eye on this group because I think there's something suspicious happening. Zelf told me that he thought it was weird that these four happened to be here. And I was like, no, but then Mistmourne's here.
Oh my God. You are so right, Astra. You should absolutely head on a swivel, use all those perceivings and really get to the bottom of this.
Yes. And that means you and Janni take care of the food. Okay, good luck. Good luck, team.
What?
Bye.
Oh, no. Oh, Patty, I'm starting to get nervous. There was that one time, I was a waiter in a previous loop, and I served the wrong crostinis to this cow.
Oh, it was an honest mistake. I'm sure that no one even thought about it after the fact. We'll start just getting some concession stand goodies together.
Okay.
We've got some little, popsicles that are shaped like an flute head, so we can use those as an amuse-bouche. So why don't you go ahead and get those unwrapped, and I'll mingle with the guests.
Okay, sounds good.
Unwrap, Janni. Unwrap, faster.
All right, I'm going.
The dinner is popcorn and popsicles. I love that.
Oh, so you're Mistmourne. I've heard so much about you.
Yes, lovely to meet you. What was your name?
I'm Astra Blep.
Are you from Fainolin?
Yeah. Actually, I was just talking to Glorihan. Apparently, she's from Fainolin, too.
So many talented casters come out of Fainolin. I'm actually good friends with the headmistress of Fainolin Academy. Did you attend?
No. I was homeschooled. Just a family tradition. I hear great things about it, though. They say she's as good a headmistress as anyone could be, right?
Absolutely.
You've got 4 powerful magic users of your own to kind of look after, I guess, or they're interns. I don't know what you call them.
Interns, apprentices. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And I did. Wow, there's no chemistry here either. God. Just dead.
Astra is just striking out left and
Oh,
right.
man.
Celibate loop. The celibate loop.
What a thing to call it.
Without the tension of the power dynamic or the wrongdoing, I don't know. There's just nothing here for Astra.
You can find some way to make it weird. I believe in you.
Don't give up. Yeah.
Are you serving push pops? Is that where we're at?
Yeah, I'm
serving extreme pops. Where we're at with the party.
Patty's gonna nervously walk over and say,
Oh, thank you everyone for coming. Janni here will be serving an amuse-bouche. Janni, take it away.
Oh, crap. Wait, I remember I'm not supposed to be seen or heard. I'll just be silent.
Janni, just serve the popsicles. They're melting.
I'm nervous. I'm just shaking. He gets the yellow flute popsicles. I like these because, as they slide down, they make a whistling noise that changes in pitch as you consume more of the popsicle. Please enjoy and create good atmosphere.
Good job, Janni. Good job.
I'll go get the popcorn.
Perfect.
Janni, the atmosphere is not great as you're passing out these push pops. You have really driven a wedge between yourself and Caeda and Glorihan. Glorihan won't even accept a popsicle from you.
Damn.
old.
Damn.
Abraham and Nieven are like, are these popsicles supposed to merge us together? Is that what this is?
No, but honestly, the other 2 people in your squad didn't want them, so you can each have double popsicles because you're twinsies if you want. Otherwise, I'm going to take them. So, just make sure you show off how much fun they are in front of Glorihan so she knows she's missing out.
No, actually, I'm going to intervene. Sorry, I am going to intervene. I was thinking about, as we'll clarify, our chef had to step out for a few moments, so we're going to be having some pre-dinner snacks while we sort of figure out what the plan is. But I'm sorry to say that the magical squish meal might not be this one. So I was so sorry about that. I know Zelf will apologize actually for himself when he gets here. But But nothing's magical about this meal other than the power to freeze solids, which is pretty cool.
And the magical fun of the sanctuary.
Yeah.
In order to fill the space, we have some food for thought. Guys, we have those riddles, right? Okay, we just give them those, and they can just work on them, right? I linger like perfume before and after I enter a room. Sometimes I'm sweet, sometimes I'm sour, but you'll have to work to overcome my power. What am I?
Glorihan will look at you and go, lingers in a room over, you have to overcome. Is it the awkwardness that you've caused in this room, Johnny? That's what I'm feeling lingering in this room.
Oh, boy. Okay.
That's incorrect.
Justin, is Zelf going to come back at any point?
Yeah, I was waiting for the worst possible time to bring you back.
Okay, good.
The worst thing for Zelf to see. I think it's probably eating popsicles, a bunch of people sitting at your fancy dining table eating popsicles, unhappy. Feels pretty good. Zelf returns from the jungle and sees all of the guests eating concession stand food on his fancy linen.
Thank God. I was trying to figure out how to work this nacho cheese dispenser, but it's all these buttons, and I don't even know. Please take over.
It is reputation. Thank you. All right.
Zelf is white as a sheet. He's clammy. He's got jungle stuff on him, leaves and, bird feathers. He doesn't look like he's in a lucid state. And he looks around and he says, "Oh, it's dinner time. Abraham, Nieven, can you mix me something stiff?"
Yeah, definitely.
I sent Manny on a mission. He's fine, but he won't be my sous chef. Could you back me up in the kitchen? I might need a few high fives to get me through.
A quick meta note for the group. Zelf's ritual uses spellcraft and knowledge planes if anybody has that to offer in Manny's place.
I mean, knowledge planes is 11, spellcraft's 10, as are my bonuses. So yeah, probably. And more importantly, Astra is looking for an excuse to not be at this table anymore.
I have other riddles if you all are interested.
Astra, you need to become best friends with Adrienne Mistmourn.
Okay.
We need an in with Shadowend.
I'm going to tell you, Zelf, I've been trying. The vibes are not there.
She's famous for being an ice queen. That's her whole thing. Of course the vibes aren't there.
Well, but I'm not known for my melting ability, Zelf.
You're uniquely, divinely situated to have kismet with this creature.
Well, I was going to say Patty.
Creature.
Patty's the face. Patty's the voice of the people. And the people is us.
Honestly, Astra, if you want, I think I could do it.
I don't. I thought I was very clear.
Maybe we can just try to play a little party game, get the vibes headed in a better direction.
And now I just don't know. I've never felt like Astra was useful in two situations at once, but I don't know. What's more important, for the dinner to succeed or for us to get in with the Shadowend people?
Probably getting in with the Shadowend people, honestly.
Really? You don't want to get this Abraham Nieven test going?
Well, I do, but Zelf fails at that. He's got other subjects.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, do you think succeeding or failing at the ritual will affect how the squad is going to view you guys?
Oh, no. You make a good point, Justin. You make a strong argument.
I thought you were going to say if it fails too much, then we end up with 4.
I mean, that is what happens. Zelf will create additional duplicates if he fails.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
It's funny, but is it a good idea?
No, I think Zelf needs help.
All right. I'll help. You guys have to charm.
Looks like
All
Patty and
right.
Janni are the party entertainment.
F2G is
God.
at it again. Okay. F2G stands for friend to Glorihan. Let's go.
Janni, believe me, it's going to be fine. I've been to a lot of really bummer parties in my day, and there's always a good way to liven things up. Maybe we could just, do a little icebreaker game and like tell secrets about each other or something.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so dinner is on its way. It is being prepared. My name is, for all of you who don't know, but you do all know, is Patty Hertz. I will be your MC for the evening. I am here to make sure that we all have a great time. We all become best friends. It's going to be awesome. My co-host tonight will be Johnny Brightchild. Johnny, say hi.
Sup? Hey.
So we are going to do an icebreaker because everyone loves an icebreaker. Like, it's everyone's favorite thing, right? So why don't we go around the room and everyone say something fun about yourself?
Abraham will jump up on this one. He says, "Oh, I was just thinking, Patty. Remember when we were like 10 years old? It was my birthday, and they got the bouncy castle spire that looks like the spires in Anamnesis, and we all like slid down it into the water. And then when we came up out of the pool, there was a clown there. Do you remember what kind of clown it was?"
Oh my God.
I mean, in theory, Patty would remember this.
Oh, wow, that's really specific, but that's not really a fun fact about yourself. I would suggest maybe phrasing that in a way that's like, a fun fact about me is that I once had a clown at my birthday party.
Right. But just like settle this for us, because like Nieven thinks that it was a cowboy-themed clown, and I thought it was like a chef-themed clown. So which one of us is right?
That was a really long time ago. I mean, I was just a little rattling then. I can't expect me to remember all the details of something like that.
You should have said it was a different type of clown than either of them.
Who wants to go next? Nobody, huh? Oh, okay. Let's try something else. Johnny.
Hey, what's up?
Johnny, why don't you tell us what your favorite animal was that you saw today? And why?
Oh.
Johnny freezes. Johnny, it's not a hard question. What was your favorite animal?
Oh God, it's not a hard question. Okay, all right. Do you believe in the possibility that two souls possibly could have merged in a previous
Johnny,
life?
that's not an animal.
Why does he keep talking
God.
about this?
Nobody is listening to the rules.
We have never merged. I don't understand why he keeps saying this.
Zelf is going to ring his gong. Gong. Comes out with a basket of bread, and he says, "All right, everyone, we are going to perform a special little ritual for two special little boys that might be one boy deep down. And not everyone will consume the same magical food. It's in limited quantities, but everyone will enjoy a meal prepared by an eminent meal chef. An important part of this ritual is the bread course starting now, and becoming friends is as easy as breaking bread. So, Abraham and Nieven will start. Take two ends of a loaf, break it, and tell each other one thing they notice about each other. This is a bonding activity for the literal bonding we'll be performing."
Oh my God, Johnny, our warm-up exercises were perfect for this.
Yes. Wow.
Served with fresh cream from the farms of Savnia. Enjoy.
Nieven will break off a piece of the bread, and he'll say, "One thing I noticed about Abraham is that one of his freckles is slightly, almost a millimeter off of where it's supposed to be. He's almost a perfect copy, but not quite." And Abraham will say, "One thing I've noticed about Nieven is that, while I dye my hair this silver color for like this cool goth effect, I don't think whatever created him knew that. It's not growing out right. Like, when there's no roots."
Oh.
So they just continue to be at each other.
I noticed that he's a total bitch.
Whoa. Johnny will go grab a piece of bread and hold it out for anyone to come break with him.
Is he gonna offer it to Glorihan?
Oh, it's a great idea, Patty.
No, I said don't offer it to... Don't, Johnny.
I couldn't hear you. I'm gonna go. Yeah, and then he goes and offers it to Glorihan. It's like, all right. We gotta clear the air. I'm sorry. Okay, we passed it
Make a diplomacy check, Johnny.
Roll a 1.
Oh, wow.
I'm cursing you.
Oh,
Come on. Diplomacy
beautiful.
boy.
A 28. Johnny's fumbled attempts to do icebreakers were somehow endearing.
Oh,
She splits the bread with you and she says, "How did you read my brother's poetry? And did you really like it?"
I mean, like, he's got a lot of heart, right? Like, I think honestly, like, I think that like it takes like a lot of skill to capture like that kind of suffocating feeling of like wearing a mask in the rain. And like not everybody knows about that. And like me, like as a soldier, like I appreciated that.
He's got a really gentle heart. It's nice to see somebody appreciate that.
Well, I'm sorry about what I said. I fumble my words all the time. And, you know, like, just thanks for giving me another chance.
I mean, we're going to continue to talk about this at some point, but we can do it after dinner.
Yeah, sounds great.
good sign.
Oh, wow.
Good sign.
Not how I expected that to go. Okay, this is progress.
Yeah, it's the icebreakers.
Do you want to roll like 2 checks for this, Zelf?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got 2 buffs, Justin.
I go back into the kitchen and I give you both high fives.
I put it in the chat and I didn't say it out loud, but Abraham Nieven has Tears to Wine himself. If one of you wants to take that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Zelf also has Tears to Wine. He's also got Heroism, and he's got enough for himself and his sous chef, which in this case is Astra. So that's a +2 circumstance bonus and a +2 morale bonus, which stack for a total +4 for 90 minutes.
Okay.
I love Astra filling in for Manny here.
The food's going to be way worse, but the magic will be good.
Yeah.
You have to make one profession chef check successfully at some point within this. And then you need 5 other successful checks that can be profession chef, spellcraft, or knowledge planes.
Yeah, I want to get my profession chef out of the way, and the 2 of us can split the rest of the magical stuff.
Sounds good.
14 plus 14 plus 4 for those bonuses. Yeah, that's a 34. Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is not an easy ritual. The DC is 30 for all checks. So there's a decent chance, even with scumming, that Zelf is not going to walk out of this unscathed. It was a gamble.
Oh, what kind of scathing are you expecting?
Astra's like, maybe I should have asked this before I volunteered to help.
This is the context. You heard how divisive I was, right? Did you know that if you had been like, this is going to be really hard, I wouldn't have done it?
Zelf is not thinking about that. Zelf is noticeably spacey throughout this experience.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we need 4 more checks. Oh, it's a bad one. I did roll a 2 for a 13.
Plus all the scumming is going to be 18. Yeah, that's okay. We can afford a few failures.
Oof, okay.
Astra, with the really good perception check that you rolled earlier,
Yeah.
as you fail this, you feel a bit of like magical pushback. And you can see that the twins are fighting out at the table. Unwilling participants will get a will save. And you feel right now that they are pushing against you a bit.
No.
And resisting the banquet's effects as they are arguing with each other about who is going to essentially become the dominant in this merge.
That is not the kind of thing that Zelf is necessarily going to clue in on, because for him, conflict is normal.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Astra will pick up a tray of butter as an excuse to go out there. She will put it on the table and she'll lean over to Patty and say, Patty, if those boys don't come to some sort of agreement, then this magical dinner is gonna go terribly wrong. Like, if they don't want to meld with each other, then they're not gonna meld with each other, and we're gonna end up with a surplus.
It would be so funny if there were like 12 of them. I mean, a pack, and they're all just fighting amongst each other all the time.
I mean, it's a great way to develop a following really quick if you can just get the Abrahams and Evens.
Man, God, has Patty been scouting Abraham and Even in this?
I mean, just saying.
Oh God, do I have any icebreakers that'll help with this?
They already know each other, Patty. An icebreaker's not going to come in.
Yeah, that's the whole problem. I forgot. Okay. Abraham and Nieven, oh my God, it's been so fun catching up with you guys. Like, think about all the fun memories that we've had together and, you know, how togetherness and friendship is the key to happiness, maybe, in the world.
Yeah.
Right?
Def.
Want to make like a diplomacy check?
Yeah, I think a diplomacy check is what Patty's attempting to do here. Oh, it teetered on a 1, but I rolled a 15 for a 23.
Nice.
The eggshell fairies aren't really at the table, but they're, you know, wandering the animal sanctuary. And they'll go, "Oh, you used to be such good friends. We all got along so well together. A true representation of cooperation." And they'll boost Patty up to a 25.
Amazing.
Oh, you're right, fairies. You're so right. Oh, they're so wise, the eggshell fairies.
But, Patty, doesn't it weird you out that one of us isn't real?
What is real?
Right?
The only thing that's real to me is my feelings about both of you, which is that I love and care for you deeply, and I want only the best for you both.
Aw.
They are really going to fight over that. I hope you know.
Let's see. You guys want to make 2 more checks?
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Jenna, let's each take one rolling
Okay.
out here.
Yeah, I was going to do another knowledge plane since it is technically one better than my spellcraft.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I got a 26 on that
Oh,
one.
here we go.
Yeah, +4 +1 clears it.
Hey!
Astra's crushing it in the kitchen.
I salted something. I'm crushing it.
You crushed it after you salted it?
Yeah, but that's what you were supposed to do with this thing.
Wow, exactly.
Astra, you know next to nothing about cooking. All you have in your apartment is a hot plate. But you have been into the zeitgeist, and with this knowledge planes check, you start to understand Zelf's banquet from the standpoint of manipulating the blue liquid that makes up the world around you.
Unfortunately, Zelf got a 28 on his spellcraft, so that's 2 successes and 2 failures so far. Justin, how many failures can the duo afford?
You have a total of 10 checks. So you can fail 4 times
Okay.
and still succeed. So if you fail 5, then it's over.
Oof, okay.
And Johnny gave high fives to both of them, or what did you do, Johnny?
Both of them got high fives.
Oh,
Both of them.
God, well, I'm going to spend mine right away. So my follow-up check is a 34. Definitely passes. Zelf has a flashback to the nearly disastrous by most accounts, dinner at Marth by Marth, where he and Johnny were cooking in the kitchen. And he thinks about, things were worse then than they are now, and we pulled through. So
Yeah, bro.
okay, so now we're 3 for 4. That's pretty good.
Mistmourne will kind of lean over to Patty and Johnny and say, exactly who are you people? And where is this coming from? Where is this magic from? What has brought this about?
I'm Johnny
Oh my God,
Brightchild.
so rude of me. Yes, this is Johnny Brightchild. I'm Patty Hertz. I am actually the owner of this beautiful animal sanctuary. Thank you so much for coming. Although I will note that this was an invitation-only opening.
Wow.
It's fine. It's fine. No, I'm so happy to have someone of your level of notoriety here. So my role this evening is of hostess, not of magician. So I'm sure that Zelf would be happy to answer any questions after he completes preparation of our meal. Please enjoy.
Hold your questions for the end. Was that the gist? That's
The chef is very busy right now, so I'm sorry he's unable to take visitors back in the kitchen at the moment. But I'm sure he will come out to check in on everything at his earliest opportunity. Thank you.
Let's do 2 more checks.
Okay, Justin, are Abraham and Nieven still resisting?
Patty has calmed them for the time being.
Nice. Hey, nice. That's teamwork. We're setting a good example.
Pew! All right, rolled an 18 for this one. That's like a 40. Totally cleared that.
It's like a 40. So casual. I rolled a 23. It's +5 is my bonus.
You've got a reroll.
I think this is a surge situation. That's a D6,
my God,
right?
This is absolutely a surge situation. Yes.
Oh, damn. I rolled a 1 on that surge, so that's so annoying.
But it's close. It's so close.
It's so close. It feels so bad to re-roll that.
Right?
For 1.
I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to use it.
Make it worthwhile.
Oh, I'm hoping. Nope, worse.
Oh.
Yeah, worse.
Okay, so we have 4 successes and 2 failures, so we're not too bad.
What are the chances there's any sort of vegetable in the concession stand?
I mean, I would say there is at least jalapenos for the nachos.
The leprechaun vampire has minor creation, which can only affect vegetable matter.
I mean, a pickled jalapeno is still a vegetable.
Yeah, pepperoncinis maybe.
It's going to use it to form a little trident out of a jalapeno and go, Astra, look at what I made you, lass. And hand it to you. And also cast guidance on you, which will give you just a +1 bonus, Astra.
Adorable.
On your next check as well.
Okay.
Little matey helping out.
Aw.
Yeah, you want to go for 5 and 6?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I think I got this. So 26,
You
and then the
got it.
+4 for all the bonuses we've got going.
That's 31.
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah. All right, last one, Zelf. What do we got?
Yeah, 31 as well.
All right. Okay. Good job. Okay.
Welcome to the Beastland. Here, the only law is of the jungle, the only call of the wild. But all is not balanced in these happy hunting grounds, and when aberrant scars of the planescape's great conflicts tarnish these lands, only the noble unicorn knights can preserve the natural order. Or at least their recent contractors can give it their best shot. The quarry is clear, the trail warm. It's time to assemble our hunting party. Rolling with Difficulty presents our 3rd D&D campaign, Hunting Party. Enter the Beastlands with our noble unicorn knights and hunt some aberrations on all fine podcasting platforms, or catch us over on the Rolling with Difficulty YouTube channel where you can get the same episodes but with animated battle maps. But whether you go for YouTube or your podcast platform of choice, happy hunting!
Zelf is going to peek his head out. Does anyone play an instrument, perchance? Preferably an accordion, but...
I don't think any of Mistmourne's squad has musical ability. In one of our free Patreon polls, I joked that an eggshell fairy started a cover band so we could have like a Weird Al situation.
It's important.
And I rolled a 19.
Incredible. Wow. Incredible.
Nobody wants to watch it, but once he starts, they find that they're enjoying it.
Outrageous. Okay.
The musical eggshell fairy steps up and takes the accordion from you. The others all turn their heads in shame. I don't know how well it can naturally play an accordion. We haven't talked about if it has elbows.
They don't even have any knees.
No.
They're like, I know exactly. Makes it all the worse.
Oh my God. Zelf is going to finish setting up. It involves a Baroque and complex atmosphere where there are mirrors around the table so that people can see each other and also see themselves. Turns out the ambient lighting and has candles on the table, and he himself dresses in black like a stagehand with a see-through mask so that he won't obstruct the table.
Creepy.
And he brings out what is kind of just looks like plain, long, thin pasta for the table. But then for Abraham and Nieven, there's a single plate of this eerie, iridescent filament glass pasta.
Ooh. I like that.
Links them. Oh.
From his glass ghost reagent.
We just start eating this?
No. With all chef dinners, there's a statement. The road of life has many forks, and even those who begin walking the same path may become divided. But here tonight we join each other face to face, sharing hearth, breaking bread, and walking from those long roads to reunion. All of you, take from your shared plates. You'll find the path that the noodles will take, magically guiding you back to the same place, and perhaps a new, greater whole. Bon appetit.
The boys will look nervously at each other, and then they'll look at you, Patty. They'll say, do you really think that this is the right choice?
I just want you to be happy. You're my friends. And from what I've seen tonight, you're not happy like this. You gotta follow your heart and your fork.
Are they gonna Lady and the Tramp these noodles? Is that how this works?
I had a chance last time when Jenna called me on this. I had a chance to change my course, but I couldn't because it's so stupid and funny to me.
It's correct.
No changing the main course, Paul.
They each take their fork and swirl a little bit of the noodle and bring it up to their mouths. They don't realize right away that it's all just one big noodle. Slurping.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It is, yeah, thanks. That's important.
Yeah.
That's important. It is delicious. At a certain point, it's like instinct takes over, and they can't stop slurping it, even if they wanted to, right? Like, it's just like a vacuum pulling this noodle into them, and then whenever it is pulled taut, and it's off the plate entirely just between them in the air, they are pulled together. And when their face meets, it doesn't stop. Like the suction continues and pulls them into each other.
Wild. Absolutely disgusting at the dinner table.
That just like really escalated at the end. That was great.
Well, we won't need dessert.
Zelf is watching with his eyes wide, although it's behind a veil.
Their noses like smoosh, and it bends at first, like, you know, you're pressing your face against a window, but then it smooshes up into a perfect reflection of how the other is smooshed, so that it starts to make one face as the two press against each other. And it continues like that until the entire body over the table joins together, and it is just a singular Abraham Nieven on his hands and knees, out of breath, above this empty plate of pasta.
Amazing.
Discordant accordion music playing in the background.
It's horrible.
Oh, boy.
You're such a beautiful poet of just truly the worst things, Justin.
Zelf takes his black hat and veil off, and he's watching wide-eyed, and he says, well, would you look at that? They were both the right one after all.
Abraham's eyes are wild. He is looking around. He can't focus on any one thing. He's struggling to breathe. He meets your eyes for a second, Patty, and it's like sheer panic. Like you think he's going to throw up or bolt, all over shaking. It's not clear what is going to happen.
Patty is going to jump up and run over and take his hands in her little paws and just smile and say,
Hello, my friend. It's really good to see you, and I'm really glad you're here.
You say this, Patty, and you feel his hands begin to shake even worse in yours. Where you felt like 10 fingers at first, you're starting to feel more fingers.
oh no.
As if it's like reversing this process, fighting against you.
Zelf, something's happening. Okay, let's just be really calm. Let's just think about relaxing. We're at the spa. We're at the spa together. It's so relaxed. Deep breaths. Zelf!
The hands shake, and Abraham finally like pushes you back as he like hacks and coughs. And when he falls backwards, his arms split, and a second set catches him from falling completely onto his back. But he seems to stabilize.
Oh my God.
And he looks at you, Patty, and says, what's happening?
Oh my God.
Honestly, my man, I do not know. Oh, it's weird. I'm sure it's fine, though. I'm sure it's fine. You can really wear more of your watch collection all at once now, which is such a look. Zelf.
Since Zelf was called, he'll walk over and he's got a mixed drink. And he'll look Abraham and Nieven up and down and say, "Why don't you tell me your name?"
My name's Abraham Nieven.
Abraham Nieven, very good. Can you tell me where you are?
I'm at... Hold on. I'll get it right.
Justin has to consult his notes.
I'm at TPFMCFTPAEOOAF.
Of course.
That's right. And who is this? And he'll point at Patty.
He'll take a moment like he's really seeing Patty for the first time. And he says, "That's Patty Hertz.
And how do you feel?
I feel like I've never felt before. I feel complete. More complete than before I split."
More complete than... Oh, well, that gives Zelf pause.
Interesting.
He'll say, "And at your 10th birthday party, how was the clown dressed?"
It's weird. I'm trying to think back to that memory, but the only thing I can see now at the party is Patty.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. I was hoping the forearm was a Hibdal thing, and it really
I was hoping so too.
Zelf, his expression changes, and he says, "This, my friend, this is divine intervention." And this is not something my meal was supposed to preclude. No, this is a truer form than even two halves as a whole.
We have one bit of cleanup to take care of, which is that at the end of this ritual, there is a backlash, and that is a 4d6 damage, 12 damage to Astra and Zelf as they succeed at this, but they are exhausted after.
Well, you guys seem super tired. You should take it easy.
Oh my God.
Or maybe some light jogging, you know? Sometimes when you're really tired, it actually helps to get the blood going, you know? Like some high steps.
No, I'm not used to chopping and handling. It's so involved. There's parts of my hands are in pain that are never in pain.
Eventually, you'll get a callus. Those are hard-earned for cooks.
I will not. I will not be participating in more cooking in the future. Where is Manny? What is happening?
It's clear that Zelf is teetering on the knife's edge of fully dissociating. After coming back from the ministry situation, sending Manny away, and then cooking this meal for Abraham and Nieven where he slurped together and then partially didn't, Zelf is just like leaning back in a chair, staring into the middle distance.
Caeda and Glorihan are really giving Abraham the once-over and, just trying to figure out what's up with the arms, making sure that he's not broken in some way from the merge. Mistmourne, just seeing her in sunny tropical Safnia, she's already very out of place. You've never really thought much about how warm she dresses when she was at Shadowend, but it's very apparent here that she must be cold at all times. It's like a good 80 degrees out. She's still like pulling a very fluffy shawl tightly around her. And up until this point, she has been more interested in just watching everything unfurl, not just as like a curious spectator. Both Astra and Zelf, I think that you would know that she was studying every word you said, every flick of your wrist, just really taking in and learning from the magical nuances of the banquet where she could. With the ritual completed, she is still watching, but there is a difference in her body language now.
Her tone has changed.
Yeah.
Is it icier?
I bet.
It is that shift from the poise teacher that you briefly studied under Zelf to the tense strategist who later tested you with a confession spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Behind her icy expression, there's a mind running wild with questions.
Yeah, and Zelf is out to lunch, so...
Astra is going to sidle up on Abraham and lean in real close and say, "Okay, now that you're all back together and combined, which one of you was the real one?"
Ooh, they're going to split apart just instantly.
Immediately creating conflict.
Come on, it was Abraham, right?
He shakes his head a little and he says, "It's hard to put into words, but they were both me. They were different, but they were both me. They were both real people.
Wait, but are you different than who you were?
I mean, I didn't have 4 arms before.
Okay. No, that's fair. Yeah, no, that checks out. Yeah, okay. No, that's a good point. Yeah. Do they all work? And Johnny does like a handshake high five combo with each of the hands.
It's like a high 14 or something.
Yeah. All right. No, that checks out. Wow. Okay.
I'm so happy for you. Oh, this is just such an exciting moment for me. I take a little bit of credit for making this happen. And, I just want to say you're welcome, honestly.
Honestly, wouldn't happen without Patty.
I'm so glad that I could use my influence for this.
Yeah, and just to be clear, you owe us twice because we put together 2 people. I know you're one person now, but that doesn't mean it's only one favor now. You owe us
Cha-ching.
twice.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Because really, we helped both of you and the new 3rd iteration. So really, it's 3. We deserve 3 times the thanks and appreciation. But that's not why we did it. So obviously, we don't expect anything from you. We can just maybe a thank you.
Yeah.
Like a little handwritten note written with each of your arms. That could be fun. Like each of the arms can write a thank you note.
Well, we don't have to give them suggestions. We'll just, we did you a 1 to 3 kindnesses, and maybe in the future you pay it forward.
Yeah, we expect you will respond accordingly.
My parents are royal alchemists for Keem Aimway, and I'm sure that they'd be more than happy to give you guys whatever you can come up with.
Ooh.
What are you gonna tell them about what happened? Hey, can our first favor be that you don't tell anyone what happened here today?
I mean, some people are definitely going to ask. Not many people saw that I was duplicated, but the ones that have will want to know. My parents being one of them. I can leave you guys out of it if you aren't comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
Oh, but I mean, then we wouldn't get credit for it, though.
Yeah.
Like, nobody would know what a wonderful thing we did. Okay, I mean, I defer to you guys, but,
We'd know, right? And that's pretty dope, right? And that's kind of like its own reward, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what Johnny's saying is right. Doing good is its own reward, and I'm so glad we did it. It's better if you just don't acknowledge our part in it at all. Make up whatever.
That's probably worth at least one of the kindnesses that Astra was talking about, honestly.
Oh, for sure. This is a pretty experimental treatment as you experienced. So until we can finesse it better and have a better idea of what the effects are and everything, we can't really have people just coming to us asking for this experience. Also, it's really tiring. Oh, God, I'm so tired. You should probably tuck in for the evening, right?
Oh, make sure you hydrate.
Yes. Johnny, you're so right. Astra pours herself a glass of wine. So important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Abraham nods. He's like, yeah, I'm really exhausted too. That was intense. And he'll turn to you, Patty, and be like, thank you again for everything. The animal sanctuary is amazing. You've done a great job. Maybe the way that I can secretly help you guys, I can have my parents make a donation to the sanctuary.
That would be amazing. Oh,
Whoa.
That is so kind. What a wonderful offer. All of our animal friends would appreciate that so greatly.
He'll grab Glorihan and Caeda and head out. Mistmourne, though, will stay behind and linger and kind of wait.
Zelf is going to pull his chair up to the table and say, are you staying for espresso? It's not very often that we get to share after meal, drinks with a celebrity of your stature. Except for Patty, of course, who's a celebrity superstar, but
Oh, thank you.
she's not in the arch-magus circuit.
Not yet.
I would love to stay and chat if you guys would have me.
We'd love to have you.
Okay. Yeah.
She stands and moves to take the seat directly across from you, Zelf. And you can see her trying to choose her words carefully. I don't want to diminish Abraham's skills as a potion maker, but one of the major reasons why I selected him for an apprenticeship with me was my fascination with his condition. I had never seen anything like it. It was beyond magic. Nothing I tried even scratched the surface of unraveling what had happened to him. And yet, here we are, seemingly by coincidence. These grand mysteries solved during a random stopover at an animal sanctuary by the concession stand operator and a visiting Fainlin Academy student.
Sorry, which one was the concession stand operator? I got a little lost in that.
Yeah, and which one was the Fainlin student?
So I must ask, what do you two know that I do not?
Well, Astra?
Where to start? Actually, we should definitely have this conversation, but Zelf and I should probably make the espressos first. So if you will allow us just a moment, Janni and Patty will entertain you while we get the aperitif going.
Patty's gonna lean over to Janni and be like,
Janni, do you know like a dance routine or something that we could do? Improv.
Yeah.
Just yes and.
Yes,
and so
and,
Patty's
right,
gonna
yes,
attempt to do some type of improv comedy skit with Janni to entertain Mistmourne.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So we're in a ship traveling on the seas, and
Okay, yeah, we did that. Yeah.
there's a crazy guy sitting between us.
Oh my god, the leprechaun's here?
And the guy leans over to me and he's like, "Hey, you'll never guess what's in my bag." And then what happens, Janni?
I got a 27 on my perform acting
Oh
skill
my
check.
god. Unjustifiable.
Oh my god. Well, what do you mean? Like, what was in your bag? Like, there was this lucky horseshoe. There was like, like 4-leaf clover, and Janni like looks like around wildly, and then like there's like a lightning bolt, like where it's like suddenly his 2 brain cells fire, and he's like, and 2 eggshell fairies that we knew very well, and their names were.
Patty will jump in. I don't know how long we're going to allow this to continue.
I'm never stopping this, Caitlin. So
We'll fade out with Patty jumping to the front, crouching down and trying to waddle like an eggshell fairy, being like,
Oh, woe is me!
okay, yeah. Astra doesn't know how to make espresso. Is the first rule of order for the second part of the scene, which is she has bundled Zelf into the kitchen and tried to get him to start making espresso.
Oh, yeah. It's all muscle memory. He gets a tray together.
Great.
It's got espresso. It's got a little pot of, some kind of pressed coffee. He's got some port, some other after dinner wine, stuff like that. But at the same time, he's staring off once again into a vague, distant space.
Zelf, I think we should just tell Mistmourne. I think she would be a really good ally to what we're doing. And I don't think she's with the ministry, but you would know better than me.
No, she's not, but she might be with the architect.
God, that's right, because she's Shadowend.
All of Shadowend seems to be the architect's creation, but it's unknown which members are part of it, in on it. Maybe all of them.
It might be a good opportunity to get some information about the architect.
That's what I'm hoping. Should we have you try to inveigle her? Are you prepared to seduce Mistmourne?
I am so prepared to inveigle. I mean, the vibe isn't quite there anymore, but I think we can fake it. I think we can charm her, get some information, and give her some information. But, do we tell her about the time loops? That's too much, right?
We should keep things some in reserve. I don't think we should show all our cards up front. Although, Of course, I have my own method. I defer to anybody else's technique.
Well, I mean, we got her on the hook, though.
Kind of. She's a very mysterious lady.
Yeah, Mistmourne, mysterious. But she definitely wants to know what we know. And we've proven to her that we know it. So we're in kind of a position of power.
Finally.
I think we should come out bold. I think we should ask her about the architect. Who's the architect? What's the deal? How is it linked into Shadowend? And I guess what are we willing to give in return?
2 demigods, perhaps. If we're talking about cards, that's a strong pair.
Yeah. I was thinking more like the noodle recipe.
I see. I need to improve it. Seeing what happened to Abraham and Nieven, I'm suddenly petrified by the thought that somehow Johnny's demigod would get into the mix. All right, Astra, I think I can pull myself together for one tense discussion, but after that, I'm just going to... I've had a very long day.
All right. You ready? I'm hearing some crazy sounds from out in the dining room.
And their names were Uggy and Guggy. The two most well-known eggshell fairies and noble servants of the magical princess Patty Hertz.
And scene. Thank you. Hold your applause, please.
Again, I got a 21 on my perform check. 22 if the sun is out.
This was probably a pretty good show. With a 27 and a 21.
Wow.
I mean, come on. She liked it.
What that is establishing is that Mistmourne has no taste.
It's experimental theater. It doesn't have to be good to be profound.
And this wasn't either.
Mistmourne is extremely confused, but after a good 5 minutes, she just kind of leans into it and enjoys it for what it is.
Got her.
Phew. We're here. We've got espresso. We got port. We've got lady and man fingers. So something for everyone.
Thank you.
Let's talk hard tax, Mistmourne. We know a lot, and we know you know a lot too. Specifically, we got some questions about, and Astra will lean in real close, real dramatic like. We got questions about the architect. How does Mistmourne react? Tell me now, Justin.
Make a sense motive check.
I got an 18?
Not bad. That's respectable.
Does she know we made this building? That's crazy.
Justin, Zelf got a 30.
Oh, come on.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, great. Thank God.
You see that Mistmourne sits back, and she's almost calmer now, honestly, now that you've asked that. Like, a couple of questions that she had were answered by you asking that.
Oh, we've already lost. God damn it, she's good at this.
She says, I assume that you're referring to the architect of Shadowend, Archmage Ventori.
Zelf is tapping the table, and he says, Ventori, is he the one who came up with the plan to replace the Pantheon?
That's what I believe to be true, at least. But he sees me more as a pawn than a partner.
So are you not even supposed to know that much?
No. But I've come to recognize that he's brought me into Shadowend to manipulate me into replacing Bashad as the demigod of Ebnir.
Oh, that's very interesting. Justin, does this seem on the level? Does it seem like now that we're kind of talking, we're actually really kind of talking? She doesn't seem to be the sly sort like Valentine, where he would say one thing and mean another. It seems like if she's saying it, she's probably pretty upfront about it. Is that an accurate reading?
Yes, you don't think that Mistmourne is a liar. You know that she is actually quite committed to the truth generally.
Yeah, obnoxiously, but erotically so.
Now maybe that Astra's got that whole law demigod thing going. Maybe Mistmourne can teach her some things,
No, if anything, you've pinpointed why Astra is no longer attracted to Mistmourne. And this is the first time Astra's like, maybe I am being changed by the demigod influence. The god influence, yeah.
Zelf says, I think we feel like we're being manipulated. It's not a good position to be in.
No, not at all. What is your role in all of this?
Well, how do I put this in the clearest possible terms? The four of us want to save Irisol from destruction and from people who might be trying to control it for themselves. We want to preserve it for ourselves, but the four of us haven't figured out exactly how to do that. We haven't found our win condition, as it were. It seems like it might have something to do with replacing the old demigods with the new demigods, but who's to say? Taking that on faith if we take it at all.
I'm afraid that the clearest possible terms are still not that clear to me.
At this point, Zelf glances over at Astra.
Are you looking more for information along the lines of what kind of sauce we used on the noodles, or are you looking for bigger picture information? Because we've got the whole gambit, but we're going to need to be pretty close allies to get to some of the bigger hitting stuff.
That's right. Friendship is built on trust. How can we decide we can trust each other?
I have plenty of ways, both magical and mundane, to get people to tell the truth. Dang.
Ominous.
Generally, I prefer to let somebody do it of their own accord, of course.
Well, we don't have to rush to magical means. We're just chatting.
Okay, so Ventori's the head of Shadowend. We know Shadowend is essentially a place where people are getting tested to be whether or not they can become demigods, essentially.
Yeah, basically a replacement for each of the demigods and then their understudies, which is crazy.
It really shows you like just how long Ventori or the architect has been in the game.
Both the metaphorical game and this game burnt cookbook party. Because he was in the first episode giving a speech.
Right. Well, yes, first episode, right? And that's like, have I met this guy? But also, it's like if Shadowend was designed as a redundancy for Pantheon replacement sort of thing, right? Like, that's a plan that would have to have been coming into fruition for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
And so it must mean Ventori is out of the loops or has some way of bridging them.
Yeah.
Who of the other Shadowend commanders, to what extent are they bought into this? Are they all also being manipulated?
I think that's a great question.
Well, Mistmourne, here's what I'll say is that the four of us are sort of in this together. We've got each other's backs. And we have a little bit of experience with the Shadowend ourselves. And I guess what I'm curious is, to what extent do you think the other commanders at Shadowend are even aware of what's happening? Because I'm gonna lay it out. I don't think Bavel Flashforge knows just anything about anything, really.
No, it's interesting how he was led to be convinced that he needed to become the new demigod of Hibdal, but he clearly didn't know that there was a plan for him to want to be the demigod of Hibdal.
Yeah.
You're referring to Bavel Flaskforge, the Riskarian astronomer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Is he not a Shadowend commander?
I'm afraid not, no.
Oh.
Bavel is irrelevant now because there is no way to make a new demigod of Hibdal.
Yeah, there's no meteorite.
Yeah, Mistmourne will explain that there are only 7 squads at Shadowend.
Yeah.
Here's one question we've been dancing around a little bit. Do you know about the time loops?
Astra. As it's just a hard cut to Astra staring absolute daggers at himself.
The time loops. No.
Aha. Well, that clears up so much. It's hard to say why Ventori would be manipulating people without understanding how he's manipulating them. Every year on Idius the First, the world gets remade. But for some people, they've created the power to remain.
So this is what you meant when you spoke to Bentaro Valentine before. And you said that you had met him previously and been a member of Shadowend.
How do you know about that?
Well, he was quite concerned being called out by 2 strangers when Shadowend's presence remains a secret.
Oh, that's not good.
He reported back to Ventori and the other commanders shortly after it occurred.
Well, then we might have tipped our hand. There's at least one person at Shadowend that seems to have a clearer picture of what's going on. You might know her by Narissa. Is she in a squad?
Yes, she's a member of Sura Sorona's squad. She's one of the most talented spies in the world. Certainly Sorona is aware of what the architect is planning.
Astra, I think it's time to put everything on the table.
All right. I mean, you know I'm in favor of absolute truth-telling, Zelf, so yeah.
Once you've told the absolute truth, anything you don't say, it's strictly immaterial.
Mistmourne, there's time loops. We think Ventori must have found a way to escape the effects of them in much the same way that the 4 of us have. And that's why we were able to reunite Abraham and Nieven. They were an accident caused by the time loops. They're the kind of accident that we potentially have quite a lot more of on the horizon. So it was a rare chance for us to experiment and recombine them, and it worked. I would say 4 thumbs up to that success.
Oh, it's because he's gone. I thought it's because there were 4 of us.
Johnny, I think it's the arms.
Okay.
This is all very interesting indeed. If it's as you say, inventory has some manner of protection from the time loops, what do you think is the best bet going forward? Do you want to return to Shadowend? I have an open space on my squad. Astra Blep would fit in.
Oh!
If Mistmourne doesn't know about this, I think her use to us right now is limited. But we could potentially send her off to get more information.
Right.
maybe?
We could send her, exactly. We can turn her then.
She's an asset.
Zelf is going to say, is it attractive to you to consider receiving Ebnir's power and becoming his avatar on Irizal?
I am a witch who uses Ebnir as my patron. I am quite talented at walking the line without going too far.
And how do you do that?
With a lot of practice for many years.
Oh.
So in that way, I feel comfortable with the idea. Better me than others who would give themselves over to his domain of evil.
I mean, you're a natural fit for Ebnir, that's what I'll say.
After a month of subtle prodding, Ventori has dispatched my squad and I to Erosia. I've been waiting with curiosity for him to finally make his big play. How would he try to lead me into the ruins to retrieve the artifact? As a reminder, as some time has passed, your characters would know that if she were to do this, in addition to someone on her squad needing to die in order to ascend to be demigod of Ebnir, if they were successful, it would likely cause some manner of time spider incident.
Yeah.
Because there already exists another demigod.
Inconvenient for them.
Inconvenient. So we need that artifact.
Shit.
Well, we're currently at 0 artifacts if we want to reset the loop. So
She could probably help
Couldn't
us
hurt.
find that artifact.
Oh, that is a good
now you're
fucking point,
cooking.
Andrew. Shit.
Oh, Andrew, you've cranked up the Bunsen burner.
Oh, but how do we play that?
Offer to go along with them and then steal it at the last minute or something? Like,
Friendship comes with a little light betrayal. You laugh about it later.
I mean, the other option is we do reveal the Astra as the new demigod and see if they don't fall in line.
I mean,
just lay it all out there.
Yeah, I was hoping to avoid almost every part of what's happening here.
Thank you for listening, and a special thank you to all our Patreon subscribers who are supporting independent media in the most direct and sustainable way possible. We thank you so much for your support. And also, another extra special thank you to Rolling with Difficulty, which is an excellent actual play show. If you haven't given it a try, crack open your podcast app now and search for Rolling with Difficulty and maybe give a couple episodes a listen. Hey, DFTBA is going to be having a huge spring cleaning sale soon, clearing out the back inventory of goods. It's happening from March 1st to March 16th and will include tons of merch from many of your favorite internet creators, including us. The sale will include deep discounts on all of our very cool BCBP merch. We've got an excellent logo magnet and a saucy little coffee mug, amongst all of the other offerings on the site. This will likely be the last chance you'll have to buy some of this merch. Whatever offerings we have in the future might look a bit different or very, very different. We haven't yet decided. So if you like these styles or you just want to support the show, you'll want to get in on this sale. Again, that'll be happening from March 1st to March 16th at our DFTBA merch store, which you can find at bit.ly/BCBP merch, all lowercase, or you can find the link in our show notes. Also, we have a P.O. box that you can ship letters and boxes to. The address is also in the show notes if you want to make use to it. You can find us on Blue Sky at BCB Party, on Tumblr at BCB Party, or email us at burntcookbookparty@gmail.com.
Burnt Cookbook Party is Andrew Hansen as Combo Johnny, Caitlin Stayduhar as Patty Hertz, Paul Luetkemeyer as Zelf, me, Jenna Stoeber as Astra Blep, and Justin Green as GM and World Builder. This episode was edited for content by Justin Green and edited for sound by Akshay Balakrishnan. Produced by me, Jenna Stoeber.